Huge surge in subscription for My 100 Unlimited Travel Pass. Double Haji depositors need not return hibah. Good evening, I'm Jessica Lee and you're watching News on 2. The new My 100 Travel Pass, introduced a week ago, has been purchased by 65,125 commuters, while My 50 was bought by 1,577 commuters. Following its success, Transport Minister Anthony Loke Siew Fook today said the My 50 Unlimited Travel Pass program will be extended to Rapid Penang bus users by the second half of this year.
Saya telah meminta prasarana mengkaji supaya melihat untuk memperkenalkan pas bulanan My 50 ini kepada Rapid Penang. So fasa kedua ialah kita nak memulakan di Pulau Pinang untuk perkhidmatan bas. Sebab di Pulau Pinang ada bas Rapid Penang, di mana ada banyak laluan yang dikendalikan oleh Rapid Penang, dan ini merupakan fasa kedua yang kita harap dapat perkenalkan menjelang kalau boleh suku ataupun pertengahan kedua tahun ini.
Asked if the program will be extended to rapid ferry services in Pulau Pinang, Loke said he has asked Prasarana to study the matter to determine the suitability and recommend it in the working paper. The My 100 and My 50 travel passes have proven to alleviate the financial burdens of commuters, with 63% of respondents saying they were able to save a lot by using the passes. 27% of respondents managed to save an estimate of 101 to 200 ringgit, while 8% said they could save more than 200 ringgit a month. Prasarana is also studying ways to introduce other payment methods besides My Card and Touch and Go, as commuters are worried with constant use they may end up losing their My Card. Now, at the same conference, Loke reiterated that the successful implementation of My 100 and My 50 travel passes is clear proof that the Pakatan Harapan government has not U-turned on their promises, especially in regards to public transport users in the Klang Valley. He said although the government has faced difficulties in fulfilling promises due to the financial constraints, they were able to deliver where public transport users are concerned.
Kita telah pun menepati janji kita. Ini janji manifesto kita, and we delivered. Within a short span of time, within a few months, we have delivered this promise as far as public transport is concerned. Jadi bukan semua perkara kita U-turn. Ada perkara yang memang kita ada kekangan, ada masalah. Tetapi things that we can do, we were definitely committed to deliver our promises.
Pakatan Harapan's manifesto during the 9th May general election promises to improve the quality and network of the transportation system, as well as provide incentives to users, aiming to alleviate the high cost of living, namely in urban areas. Now, the closure of the government account, which was made late for the first time on the 21st of December last year, compared to the usual 15th of November, was to ensure that the government's functions did not stop too long before entering the new year. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng said that the closure of the government's account in November in the past had made it difficult for the government, as payments could not be made for more than a month.
Sungguh pun buat kali pertama kita tutup pada 21 Disember dan bukan pada 15 hari bulan November, tapi kita bersyukurlah kita punya balance masih dalam surplus. So tak ada defisit. Bersyukurlah. So itu menunjukkan pengurusan kewangan yang baik berdasarkan CAT, cakap accountable terus, dan itu sesuatu yang sihat, menunjukkan apa yang kita sebut sebagai sistem perakaunan yang mengikut atur cara dan prinsip perakaunan yang diterima oleh peringkat antarabangsa.
The finance minister said this after submitting an allocation of 25 million ringgit under the 2019 budget for registered religious schools to the minister in the Prime Minister's department, Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid Yusof Rawal. He further noted that the allocation for the first time was given at the same time to ensure more orderly plannings could be made rather than submitting in stages during the year as previously practiced. Depositors of the Pilgrims Fund Board or Tabung Haji TH are not required to return the bonus or hibah that have been given to them. The Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid Yusof Rawal, said the reason being that the depositors had no knowledge of the misappropriation of the funds in TH.
Tak payah kita nak bayar balik ke, atau sebab itu akan menimbulkan orang kata kesukaran. Jadi itu bukan masalah orang yang menerima, itu adalah masalah pengurusan. Jadi apa yang kita buat ialah nak membaiki pengurusan itu supaya ke depan dia ikut dengan cara yang betul. So mereka tak perlu bimbanglah nak bayar balik ke atau macam mana.
He told this to reporters after the handing over of 25 million ringgit in allocation under the 2019 budget for registered pondok schools by Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng in Putrajaya. The Minister in the Prime Minister's Department said this is in response to public concern over the Halal status of the hibah received by TH depositors. Now, those who wish to contest the Cameron Highlands by-election have been urged to fill in the nomination forms and do initial checks of their nomination papers before nomination day. EC Chairman Azhar Azizan Harun said that this would ensure that the nomination forms were filled up correctly and fulfilled all the regulations and conditions in time for the nomination process. Elaborating further, Azhar said potential candidates can do the initial checks at the office of the returning officer at the District and Land Office of Cameron Highlands or at the Pahang Election Office before the nomination day. He also said this will also provide the opportunity for the political parties to make the needed preparations should their candidates are found not to be qualified during the initial check. The EC chairman added that potential candidates should also make their election deposit payments earlier to ensure a smooth process during nomination day. Nomination day for the Cameron Highlands by-election will be on the 12th of January, early voting on the 22nd of January and election day on the 26th of January. A non-governmental organisation, Pertubuhan Kebajikan Bersatu Selangor, today submitted a memorandum to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, or MACC, to investigate the company's Commission of Malaysia, SSM, with regards to alleged power abuse and corruption in the implementation of high-impact projects. Chairman of the organisation, Muhammad Nazri Abdullah, said the memorandum also contained facts provided by Kinabatangan MP Datuk Seri Bung Mukhtaruddin in Parliament on the 12th of November 2018 on the flaws and weaknesses in SSM's key projects. He gave an example where SSM was alleged to have given a project directly to form its network services in Berhad without going through the open tender.
Pendapatan SSM adalah sebanyak RM400 juta setahun. Walau bagaimanapun, pihak kami mendapati pada 2016 dan 2017 pendapatan SSM adalah RM379 juta dan RM428 juta. Jadi ini menunjukkan terdapat peningkatan sebanyak 13% dari tahun yang sebelumnya. Maka komitmen yang perlu dibayar kepada pihak Formis amat merugikan SSM. Ya, jika dihitung dan diambil secara purata RM400 juta setahun, pihak Formis akan mendapat pulangan sebanyak RM400 juta untuk tempoh 10 tahun.
Speaking after handing over the memorandum at the MACC headquarters in Putrajaya, Muhammad Nazri also called for the Public Accounts Committee, PAC, to investigate. He claimed that SSM projects were often given to the same individuals and companies. A male teenager died after the motorcycle he was riding was hit by a car in Kampung Kubur Kamal, Jalan Baris Kubur Besar, Bachok, earlier today. Now, during the 7:15 a.m. incident, the victim, 17-year-old Farhan Naaf Faiz, who is a student at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Arab Muhammadiyah Beris Pancor, died at the scene after suffering serious head injuries. The victim was believed to have been riding his motorcycle with his twin brother on the way to school when the accident took place. The brakes of Farhan's motorcycle failed to function, forcing him to swerve to the opposite lane and colliding into the rear end of a car. The victim and his twin brother was thrown from the motorcycle onto the road, where Farhan was hit by another car driven by a man from the opposite direction. The victim died on the spot while his brother suffered injuries and was taken to a nearby clinic. According to a witness, Nurlida Watice Mahmud, 47, during the incident, she was packing rice in her stall when she heard a loud sound. She then saw the two students lying on the road. The case is being investigated under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987, and the body was sent to University Science Malaysia Hospital in Kubang Kerian for further action. Coming up, fiberization and connectivity empowers people to a better life. Gagasan Nadi Cergas Berhad remains bullish over Malaysia's affordable housing sector as there is still a shortage in the segment. Group Managing Director Wan Azman Wan Kamal said under the 11th Malaysia Plan, about 200,000 units of affordable homes would be built by 2020 due to high demand. He said that the affordable housing sector will still remain bullish for years to come and that the company would probably secure a few more relevant projects in the future.
Affordable home will still remain bullish in years to come. For 2018, I think 60% of the housing loan being approved is for the affordable home, price 500,000 and below. And there are commitments from many developers that need to build rumah Selangorku, rumawi, that kind of thing.
Wan Azman said this after the company made its maiden trading on Bursa Malaysia's ACE market today. It made its debut on the ACE market of Bursa Malaysia at 39 sen, a 9 cent premium over its issue price of 30 sen, with 8.95 million shares changing hands. Gagasan Nadi's shares has been oversubscribed by 20.2 times and attracted 127 million ringgit worth of public funding. Connectivity among the people through the internet medium can empower them to a better life. Communications and Multimedia Minister Gobind Singh Dio today said the internet now plays a big role in changing the pattern of important fields such as education, economy and medicine towards empowering people and the global population. Hence, Gobind said the National Fiberization and Connectivity Plan, or NFCP, pilot project in Jasim Melaka is the first step made by the ministry to connect the people across the country by providing high-speed and quality broadband services.
Kalau kita boleh menghubungi seluruh rakyat Malaysia kepada internet, saya percaya dan saya yakin bahawa kita dapat, we will be able to empower our people so that we can actually take things to a different level. Dan Malaysia, kita boleh bersaing bukan saja dengan negara-negara terdekat ataupun pasaran-pasaran tempatan, tapi kita nak pastikan bahawa nama Malaysia ini dibawa ke peringkat dunia, di mana orang dapat lihat kita sebagai pemain-pemain dalam industri-industri tertentu yang boleh membawa cabaran kepada seluruh dunia.
The NFCP project, which combines the use of optical fiber and wireless connectivity, targets the achievement of 98% baseline coverage in inhabited areas by 2023, with a minimum bandwidth of 30 megabits per second. Speaking after launching the NFCP pilot project in Jasin, Gobind said the project is being implemented by TNB in 3 areas of Jasin, namely Felda, Tun Gaffa, Kemendor, Taman Merbau and Taman Maju. Asked when the NFCP pilot project would be launched nationwide, he said the government is ready to implement it, but added that NFCP is a TNB project and it is up to TNB's management to make that decision. Japan's tourism sector is riding on the boom of the global Muslim travel market with a potential revenue of 50 million ringgit in the upcoming Malaysia Halal Expo, or MHE 2019. Entrepreneur Development Minister Datuk Sri Muhammad Rizwan Muhammad Yusof also anticipates about 300 business matchings from Japan during the expo. Datuk Sri Muhammad Rizwan said through the expo, Malaysia will have the opportunity to increase its halal export capacity, particularly to Japan, with the boom of the global Muslim travel market, which has seen a massive change in the past 10 years.
Kita mempunyai kebolehan, kita mempunyai kepakaran, kita mempunyai undang-undang, kita ada syariah, compliance, JAKI dan sebagainya, tapi kita kena build the capacity. That will take a bit of time dan kita pun telah bermula, insya-Allah.
The World Tourism Organization has said that Asia was the second most visited world market in 2017, after Europe, with the main drivers in the prevalence of mobile technology and internet access across Asia and millennials. Met at the pre-launch of the Malaysia Halal Expo, or MHE 2019, he said that among the exhibitors would include small, medium enterprise entrepreneurs who are also looking to expand into the international market. MHE 2019, scheduled to be held from the 24th to the 26th of January, is expected to be officiated by Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Aziza Wan Ismail. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad will be writing letters to the French President and the Norwegian Prime Minister to protest the European Union's or EU Parliament's decision to ban palm oil. Primary Industries Minister Teresa Koksu-Sim said the letters will be sent in the near future.
Kami memandang yang satu persatu parlimen di Eropah meluluskan resolusi yang cuba melarang minyak sawit kita untuk masuk ke pasaran Eropah, dan kami rasa ini memang satu perkara yang amat tidak adil kepada Malaysia.
The minister said this after attending the Love My Palm Oil campaign at the federal capital. It was earlier reported the Norwegian government had become the third EU country to pass a resolution to ban palm oil after Switzerland and France. Teresa said that once the letters were completed, the ministry would send a copy to the Malaysian media. Med Durakovic is satisfied with the performance of his charges and determined to take the positives despite his side's goalless draw with PDRM at Perak Stadium in Ipoh last night. Now, Durakovic also praised the commitment and the attitude of Bosgaro's young players in the match, although he said they need to learn to capitalize on numerous scoring chances when dominating the opponents.
Very, very happy with the players. We controlled the game for 90 minutes as we should. Yeah, we created a few chances, but a bit rusty for pre-season, so we should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals. But overall, very happy with especially with the young boys. Very, very happy. So yeah, it's coming along okay.
Perak's next match will be against Kedah in an annual football charity tournament at the Darul Aman Stadium in Alustar next Sunday. Durakovic said a game against Kedah would be the perfect preparation for their season opener against Johor Darul Takzim JDT for the Charity Cup at Larkin Stadium on the 2nd of February. And that's it from us in our top story. Huge surge in subscription for the My 100 Unlimited Travel Pass. News on 2 will come on again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon with more updates. Till then, I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.